It's spoopy month. Oh goodness. Why does it every single time I wear makeup, my nose decides that it's time to run the 100-mile race? Ugh. To be honest, I am a little bit frustrated with how October has been going so far because I'm pretending that it's fall and it's cozy weather, and I know I look very much not the part, but that's only because it's gonna be 80 degrees today and I'm not okay with it. Look at that. Hate it. Since I'm pretending that it's cold and fallish when I don't want to sacrifice my need to be cool instead of sweating in sweaters in 80-degree weather. This weekend, my family's gonna go to a pumpkin patch, which wasn't really my plan, but you know what are you gonna do? Have you ever seen this meme? This meme continues to make me laugh every time I see it. I was inspired because Rachel Matsky also made a Hobbit house and put it in her house, and I thought that was so cute. And since I can't really find a reason to make dioramas and why I would even want to keep them, because I don't play with dolls anymore, but I like making tiny things. And yes, I know, that's the fairy in me. It's very accurate to who I am as a person. So as I am trying to embrace fall this year, I thought, what if I made a pumpkin house? That's genius. The plan, as far as in general how this project is going to go, I am going to draw the pumpkin house because I need to know what pumpkin specifically I need to get and what materials I need to buy, and also it's just helpful to get ideas out and have a plan because I have a bad habit of winging things and then things not going how I thought they were going to turn out, and I'd like to avoid that. Find a pumpkin at a pumpkin patch and pull it from the ground whose loins birthed it. And then figure out the structure, because in my head it's a 2-story pumpkin house, not a 1-story pumpkin house. That's the plan. So without further ado, let's draw a design.
I only have 18 seconds to explain my design. So, windows, no boxes, moss, other embellishments, and done.
Several days later.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
If you're wondering why I look like a scarecrow, it's because I was just streaming, and because it's the week of Halloween, I figured we might as well be festive. You guys ready to make a pumpkin house? Let me get my reference here. I'm excited and nervous. We call that exervis. Here's the little one. So she's gonna kind of sit like that. Maybe more like, yeah. Oh God, maybe not. I think I'm beginning to see where my mistakes were made. That'll wake.
I drew where the windows and door would be on the house, then started carving. I didn't bother to film the pumpkin's initial carving and brutal gutting because it was squishy and messy, and frankly, I didn't have time for that. So I enjoyed carving out the windows while watching Halloween movies with my Discord server, which if you would like to join, link is down in the description so you'll get notified on when I stream and post other fun goodies. And you know what? Not having any proper pumpkin carving tools, I think I did a pretty good job with the tools I did have. Granted, I did go back in with some of my sculpting tools to refine the windows so I can make them look more windowy. and make the two-story effect.
We're back to this shit again. And if you're wondering why Excuse me, miss, this house, it's built for smaller creatures.
Free real estate.
If you're wondering why I look like a hot mess, I did a stream, and because it was the week of Halloween, I was doing costumes, so I was a ghost bride. I really want to keep that whole outfit on. Plan for today is to trim the skewers off, and then we'll get to work on decorating like the windows, getting the boxes on and stuff like that. Let's get to it.
Don't really have a proper box cutter. I have scissors, which in my experience of cutting cardboard with scissors, it never turned out well, but you know what, we're just gonna go for it. I kinda want them. Hi! You curious about what I'm doing?
He has eyebrows. Angry pumpkin, concerned pumpkin, surprised pumpkin.
Cut some flaps here so that way it's more secure to the pumpkin. And we just fold it. And then we do the same thing to the other side. We just fold it up, and then this part will go down. So that way when we hot glue it to the pumpkin, it's more secure. Hopefully the moss will like actually cover all of this so it won't like, you know, matter so much. You can kind of bend it just a little bit just to give it some better curvature against the, hold on, you guys can't really see that. See, like that. Give him better eyebrows. He went to the pumpkin salon and got an eyebrow job. We're gonna hot glue this part on top before we can work on the window boxes. My cats indefinitely have the zoomies. There's no doubt about it. Oh god. What? Why did that not stick? Ah? So apparently hot glue doesn't stick to pumpkin. Why? Okay, option number 2. Let's try foam claying. Oh god. Well, that seems to be kind of working. I don't know. Why is it that worked better than using hot glue? Oh god, it's gonna fall. It's like the surface of pumpkin. Is there like some kind of like folklore where pumpkin like was dissed by hot glue and therefore they vowed never to bind themselves to each other ever again? Is that a thing? Is it like Romeo and Juliet except for it's hot glue gun material and pumpkin skin? Is that a thing? I don't know.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
Building the window boxes was fairly simple. Just cut out cardboard and glue them together to make a 3-dimensional window box. Pretty simple. As simple as burning your fingers untold amounts of times on hot glue.
I don't know what is, there's this gray sludge. I think the internal organs of the pumpkin is like melting the foam clay. It's probably fine. So I was right. Using hot glue on pumpkins still is a forbidden love story. This is undone. So we're gonna just slap some foam clay on this baby and call it good. Good morning. I know I look dead, but it's the spooky season. Who doesn't look dead? Looks like we survived. Everything looks pretty much the same. This gray stuff, or the foam clay, didn't continue to melt. It just dried, which kind of looks ugly, but that's okay. I think maybe we can fix it with some paint. But overall, everything looks pretty good. So now we're just gonna move on with this whole process.
I made some supports for the windows.
Oh, Angora. Your peekaboo. Hello, miss. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? Is anyone home? Oh, I guess not.
Then the power went out. Promptly got back to work making some of the crown molding.
Okay. So we got the second little parts of our what do you call these? I don't know. Oh, the power just came back on. All right, well, now that that's all good and settled, I guess we'll work on these parts, which I'm thinking about just keeping them really simple, just doing like a rectangle. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now.
Focused on my cats committing all sorts of hootenanny instead of my sculpting. Enjoy the footage of Acorn and Angora being little hooligans while I sculpt.
Early the next morning.
So I woke up this morning to make pumpkin buttermilk pancakes for my family, and well, tragedy has struck. And I thought, oh well, you know, just fell over, no big deal, but won't even stand up anymore. It's just, oh god, well. So probably shouldn't have left it inside. I don't even think there's any way I can salvage this. I think she's too far gone and mushy. I mean, just, it smells so bad. Rip to the pumpkin house. Happy Halloween!